بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وعلى من تبع هداهم إلى يوم الدين أما بعد. After praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and passing salutation upon His Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, we are going ahead with the Arkan al-Iman. Arkan al-Iman is the second after Islam because it's part of the second asl, which is knowing the deen of Islam. During the deen of Islam, it has three levels: Islam and Iman and Ihsan. We explained the Islam, and now we're coming to the Iman. We explained the Iman in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the last time. And tonight, inshallah, we will start with continuing the definition of Iman according to the Sharia, which is to believe in Allah and His angels and His books and His messengers on the last day, and the decree, the good of it, and the bad of it. So we're coming to the second pillar in the Iman, which is the Iman in the angel. Am I right? No. So from the Iman's pillar is to believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created angels. And those no believer will be a believer except if he's to believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created those slaves of His, who are the angels. They are noble creatures, and He created only to obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they are to make tasbih, and they don't get bored of making tasbih. And also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created them only for their ibadah, and they've been created from the light, just like He had created the jinn from the fire, and He had created human being from the mud. In Sahih Imam Muslim, the Prophet ﷺ, he said, خلقت خلقت الملائكة من نور. The angels were created from the light. وخلق الجن من مارج من نار. And verily, the jinn were created from the smokeless, the top of the smokeless fire. وخلق آدم مما وصف لكم. And Adam was created from what is being described for you. So that is from mud. So the angels, they do not hold for themselves any harm or any benefit. They have been created only to obey Allah Azza wa Jal and to make the tasbih. وَلَهُ مَنْ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. And belongs to Him whatever is in the heavens and the earth. وَمَنْ عِنْدَهُ. And also who is with Him, the angel. لَا يَسْتَكْبِرُونَ عَنْ عِبَادَتِهِ. And they do not have any arrogance regarding making the ibadah of Allah the Almighty. Also Allah says, يُسَبِّحُونَ بِاللَّيْلِ أو يُسَبِّحُونَ اللَّيْلَ وَالنَّهَارِ. They glorify Allah Azza wa Jalla during the day and during the nights and during the day. لَا يَفْتُرُونَ. Non-stoppable. So they are عِبَادٌ مُكْرَمُونَ. Some of the people at the time before the Prophet and also the time of the Prophet, they have described the angels are to be females, and they are the daughters of Allah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had addressed this, and He said, وَقَالُوا اتَّخَذَ الرَّحْمَنُ وَلَدًا سُبْحَانَهُ وَالْعِبَادُ الْمُكْرَمُونَ. They have said and claimed that Allah Azza wa Jal, Ar-Rahman, had taken sons and daughters, children, for verily they are noble slaves. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about the angel, they are noble slaves. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes them in a number of verses, and also the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. From these angels, Jibreel alayhi salam, who is the best of the angels, but to say he is the head of the angels, and he is in charge of the revelation. So whoever prophet has been sent with revelation, Jibreel alayhi salam is the one who is in charge of sending the revelation down to that prophet. And some of them who are in charge of the provision, and some of them who was in charge of blowing into the trumpet. The one blowing the trumpet is called Nafiq as-Sur. They say it's Israfil, but we don't have a proof for that. The one who's in charge of the provision, the one who's called Mikael. Some of them are in charge of the angels, like when of the mountains, like the one who came to the Prophet and said, "I am the king of the mountain." Ana malakul jibal. Some of them are in charge of the death, and it's called the angel of death. And he has also the angel of death helpers with him, called Malaikatul Maut, the angels of death. Some of these angels are in charge of what is in the womb. As Allah's Messenger has said, for every womb there's an angel who's in charge of it. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created those angels, and they are called the soldiers of Allah Azza wa Jalla. And some of these angels who are recording the deeds of every person, one on the right and one on the left. وَإِنَّ عَلَيْكُمْ لَحَافِظِينَ كِرَامًا كَاتِبِينَ. Those are the ones who write every single thing that you say, every single thing you do, whether it's good or bad. So imagine that you are being tapped by the police, and you've got something with you to record everything that you say and everything that you do. What would you do and say if you knew that you've been tapped 24/7, while you are on your bed or while you're awake? What would you do if you're in such a situation? I mean, if somebody asks you, how old are you? You say, Alhamdulillah. Because you don't want to say anything except for Alhamdulillah. In case it's going to be recorded against you. Brother Masking will be, Alhamdulillah. What do you think about that, brother? Alhamdulillah. Subhanallah. Alhamdulillah. Because it will be recorded 24/7. There's an angel recording upon you. So, we have to believe in the angels in whole and in details. In whole, that there are angels, we don't know how many there are. But the Prophet said when he went to the heavens, seventh one, he saw the Kaaba, the Bayt al-Ma'mur, the Kaaba of the angels, where 70,000 enters every day. They make tawaf, they leave. The following day, another dispatch of 70,000, and that was from the first day that we created until Allah knows when. So you could imagine how many soldiers of Allah are there. So some of these angels, also the holders of the throne, there are 8, and each heaven, on each level of each heaven, has guards from the angels. So in general, we believe that the angels, also they have, some of the people say, they don't have any intellect. No, they do. But their intellect is being created to only obey, not to sin. So they do have a choice, but their choice is only what? In obedience. And that's why when Jibreel was coming to the Prophet, you should have seen how I was putting water into the mouth of Fir'aun in order for him not to say the kalima, in case Allah's mercy will encompass him, because he doesn't deserve it. So that is, Jibreel is acting on his own. He's acting with his own, and he's got his own choice to act. Can I just ask brothers to fill out the gaps, and brothers forward to something like that. Third pillar, believing in what? The books. Believe in the books, you believe, firm belief, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent books, some of them which we know, some of them we don't know. And those books, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spoke there, was in there with him. He spoke it. So these are the words of Allah. From those books that we know, Torah, Injil, Zabur, Suhaib Ibrahim, Suhaib Musa, and the Quran. And we know that the Quran, he is a muhaymin. He is a quality control. It is the one whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had promised that he would preserve. Whereas the other one he did not promise. He left it to the people to preserve. And that's why it's been lost. Not all. It is pure, some of it is there, but some of it is being as well being adulterated by the words of human beings. The 10 Commandments, even the words of the 10 Commandments, we can't say that the ones who's in the Bible now are the words of Allah, but they represent the meaning of the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we believe in those books, as Allah Azza wa Jalla He says, regarding also the Quran, وَالَّذِي أَنزَلَ عَلَيْكَ الْكِتَابَ مِنْهُ آيَاتٌ مُحْكَمَاتٌ هُنَّ أُمُّ الْكِتَابِ وَأُخَرُ مُتَشَابِهَاتٌ. Allah has sent to you the book. Some of these verses of it are locked in place, and some of it are not. Also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, also from the pillars of Iman is the fourth pillar, which is to believe in the messengers and the prophets. And they are to be the best of mankind. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is to be the best maybe of the creation. We know the prophets and the messengers, they are the cream of the crop. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has chosen them to convey His message. Allah ya'lam haythu yaj'alu risalah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows where He's going to put His message or gives His prophet to. طيب, Allah أعلم حيث يجعل رسالته, and we know that from these prophets, 25 known to us in the Quran and in the Sunnah. But there are more than 25. There are a number which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala أعلم بهم. We know that these, some of the narrations say 124,000, and some of the scholars say this hadith is not authentic. Some of those are messengers and some of those prophets. And each messenger, he's a prophet. But when he becomes a messenger, he's got a prophet plus. What is a prophet plus? Now that's the difference among the scholars. The difference between a messenger and a prophet. Onto 4 sayings, cut it short. The one which we believe is correct is that the messenger is being commanded to convey not to only the believers, but also to the disbelievers. Whereas the prophet is only commanded to believe, to convey his message to the believers. So the prophets are the ones being commanded to convey to the believers. This is as well another definition or to differentiate between the prophet and the messengers, where they say that the prophet hasn't got a new sharia, whereas the messenger has got a new sharia. And that would not fit the prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, because Yusuf alayhi salam, he did not have a new sharia, yet he had been called in the Quran as a messenger. So the correct, Wallahu ta'ala opinion, is what Shiekh have chosen, is that the messenger is being commanded to convey not to only his own people, the believers, but the outside as well, the disbelievers. This is the 4th pillar regarding believing in the prophets and the messengers. And coming back to the definition of the Iman, and that is to believe, and by the way, we are commanded to believe in all of them, and our belief is supposed to be the same, like we believe in Muhammad as a prophet. We believe that Isa is a prophet and Musa is a prophet, and we believe that their core of da'wah is the same, to take the people from the worship of idols to the worship of Allah, and they have different sharia, abna'u illat, as the Prophet already said. So one father, which is one religion, but different mothers, different shariats. And the one who belies one messenger, he belied all the messengers. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talked about the people of Ad, people of Thamud, كذبت عاد المرسلين, كذبت ثمود المرسلين. So Allah, when He talked about the people of Lot, that they had belied the messengers, and the only messenger before him was Prophet Hud and Prophet Salih and Prophet Nuh. And the same thing, people of Nuh, there was no messenger before him. They were called in the Quran, they have belied all the prophets. So he who belied or did not believe in the Prophet Nuh, he did not believe in the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and all the prophets between Nuh and Muhammad and the world before. So also we believe that Muhammad sallallahu is to be the best of all prophets. There are 5 prophets are called Ulul Azm. Those prophets called what? Ulul Azm. Ulul Azm also. There are 5, and there are Nuh alayhi salam, Ibrahim alayhi salam, Musa alayhi salam, Isa alayhi salam, and Muhammad sallallahu in that order. Somebody pitch that, right? Can we just put the hand We had a fan last time. Somebody bought me a fan.
Why?
No? Until.
We don't know. We looked. We looked. We can't find it.
Nobody preached it. I think they're dislocating it.
Yeah, they packed it away. So that's
We had the cover of the fan, mashallah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but come to the brothers if you go to you. I'm giving sweat.
Ibrahim. Ibrahim.
That's it.
So Ibrahim is only full Jesus.
The fifth pillar is believing in the last day. Yawm al-Akhir. And the last day is called the last day because it's the last day of the life. And it's called the day of Qiyamah. And also they call it the last day because there is no night after it. Yawm al-Akhir. It's the last day of the being and there is no night after it. Then we day. And your iman will not be complete unless you believe in the last day. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَكِنَّ الْبِرَّ مَنْ آمَنَ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ. This day begins with the death and it ends up with the Jannah or Hellfire. It begins with the death. After the death there is resurrection. After the resurrection there will be gathering. After the gathering there will be the reckoning. And after the reckoning there will be the mizan, which is the scale. And after the scale there will be the bridge. And after the bridge, paradise or hellfire. So again, it starts this day with the death. After the death, there's resurrection. After the resurrection, there's gathering. After the gathering, there's reckoning. After the reckoning, there is the scale. And after the scale, there is half bridge. After the bridge is what we call it for the believers, the qantara. Small bridge. And then paradise or hellfire. So it starts with the death. Everybody will die. وَيَبْقَى وَجْهُ رَبِّكَ ذُو الْجَلَالِ وَالْإِكْرَامِ فَجَاءَ سَكْرَةُ الْمَوْتِ بِالْحَقِّ ذَلِكَ مَا كُنتَ مِنْهُ تَحِيدُ. The death stupor came, death band, بِالْحَقِّ with haqq. This is the one that you're trying to flee, to run away. The haqq means, that means you're going to die. Regardless of who you are, even if you are in a well-built fortress. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not die. And from the haqq that you're going to see the death, you're going to see the angels of death who are from the angel of paradise, or if you are a wicked evil doer, the angel from the angel of punishment. From the haqq that you're going to have your grave either is going to be part of paradise, or your grave is going to be a ditch or a hole from the hellfire. This is what we're trying to run away from. So when you are in your deathbed or you are ill, you're trying to run and make sure that you are not dying. That's the one that you're trying to run away from. So regardless who you are, young or old, rich or poor, all of you, the death is going to come to you. After death, there will be the trumpet sound, and everybody will die. That trumpet sound is preceded by an earthquake, zalzala, where all these people are alive, everybody will die. This is, we call it نفخة الصعق. ونفخ في الصور فصعق من في السماوات ومن في الأرض. Everybody's going to die. The ones who are dead, are they going to feel the nafkha? Allahu A'lam. Because Allah says, إِلَّا مَنْ شَاءَ وَصَعِقَ مَنْ فِي السَّمَاءِ إِلَّا مَنْ شَاءَ. Except for Allah. Is it the one who died before? Is it the angels? Is it the prophets? Allahu A'lam. Was said Jibreel, Mika'il was said, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was said, the angel of death was said, the holders of the throne, Allahu A'lam. But at the end of the day, everyone is going to die. كل من عليها فان. ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام. Then after that, Allah Azza wa Jalla commands Israfil alayhi salam after 40. Allahu A'lam what is 40 here, 40 years, 40 months, 40 days, 40 minutes. That is to command him to blow the second blow, which is, we call it nafkhatul ba'th. That is the resurrection blow. And the Prophet ﷺ, at his time, he said, how can I feel happy? When I can see, allow me to see, the angel who is the trumpet holder, he had put the trumpet mouthpiece onto his mouth, and he had lowered his head. When you lower your head, you're going to be what?
To blow.
Lower. And his eyes, like shining stars, looking towards the throne, not blinking, in case he's going to be commanded while he blinks. How can I feel secure? He said the Prophet. So, the companions were really terrified. What do they say? Oh, Messenger of Allah, Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel. So, this is the second blow, which will make the people come out of their graves. إذا زلزلت الأرض زلزالها وأخرجت الأرض أثقالها وقال الإنسان ما لها يومئذ تحدث أخبارها, to the end of the surah. There will be resurrection, and the kuffar had belied this resurrection because the kuffar, they said, they're going to be dust, and that's it. Nothing will take place after that. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had mentioned a number of verses regarding the resurrection. And as I said, we're not going to be going in detail in everything because it will take us a long time. And Allah Azza wa Jalla, just like He was creating us from nothing, He's able to create us from something. He made us from nothing. Now He's going to make us from something. What is that thing that's going to be left from us? Coccyx. Adwa them. Any person, he will be decomposed and eroded while he dies in the grave. Nothing will be left for him except for that little bit of bone which cannot really can be seen with a microscope. It's like your chip. That's the chip of yours. From it, you will be resurrected again. And science had discovered that in that coccyx lies all your genes. Everything that you are is in that little. So as I said, it's like a shifra. Shifra code of yours is in there. So whatever is you is in that little bone at the end of your spine. That's the coccyx. Google it, you will be fascinated with this, subhanAllah. And this coccyx will not disappear regardless of what you do to it. It will not disappear with a fire, with anything. Now, if this person belied this stage of resurrection, then he's a kafir. Unless he is ignorant. Like that person in Sahih Bukhari, when he's about to die, he gathered his children and told them, I don't know if Allah Azza wa Jalla going to get me back. He's going to punish me. So as soon as they die, burn me. Take my ashes, half of it, throw it in the sea, half of it in the wind. So the particles, this is Egypt, the rat, Is it some will in the sea, some will in the wind. For verily, if Allah is capable of bringing me back, He will punish me and punish He never punish anybody else before me like it. So this person, he believes in Allah, he's scared of Allah, but he's ignorant. And he's doubting the capability of Allah Azza wa Jalla. And it's like saying he's making it difficult for Allah to bring him back. So Allah Azza wa Jalla, through the Prophet, when he told us that Allah will tell his particle, be so, and they'll come together and be so. And Allah will ask him a rhetorical question. Why did you do this? He will say, khashyatuk, with fear of Allah. Makhafatuk, khashyatuk. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive him for that. Even though he had said the word of the major one. Kufr Ahmad. He doubted the capability of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Bringing him. After resurrection, there will be gathering, as we said. Hashr. وَنَحْشُرُهُمْ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ عَلَى وُجُوهِهِم. We're going to gather them on their faces. وَنَحْشُرُهُمْ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ عَلَى وُجُوهِهِم عُمْيًا بُكْمًا وَصُمًّا. They are these kuffar, they're going to be blind, deaf, and dumb. مأواهم جهنم. Their abode is hellfire. كلما خبت زدناهم سعيرا. Every time it goes down, we will increase the heat. So that's how the disbelievers will be gathered. So imagine that somebody comes out of the grave, instead of walking on his feet, he'll be walking on his face. Subhanallah. It's not because of acrobatic movement, it's because he's going to be tortured like that. Now, as soon as they come out of the grave, they will find an angel. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had sent him in order to guide these people to the land of gathering. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَيَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنْ الْجِبَالِ. They ask you about the mountain. فَقُلْ, say to them, O Muhammad, يَنْسِفُهَا رَبُّنَا. Allah will blast them. وَيَذَرُهَا قَاعًا صَفْصَفًا. He will make it level and smooth. لَا تَرَى فِيهَا عِوَجًا وَلَا. No curve, no plain land. This is the land of Mahshar, the gathering. Nobody will be staying behind. Everybody will come behind this cooler. مهتعين. They are in humility. إن كل من في السماوات والأرض إلا آتي الرحمن عبد. All people in heaven and earth coming to Ar-Rahman, Allah Azza wa Jalla, as a slave. لقد أحصاهم وعدهم عد. He had counted them one by one. وكلهم آتيه يوم القيامة فردا. They're going to come, they will worship to Allah on their own. Nobody helping them. These people will be gathered naked, barely footed, with their peace which has been taken away from them when they've been circumcised, being put back. As Aisha, she said to the Prophet of Allah, he said, they will be gathered for Allah, ghurla. So imagine this congestion now. So Aisha, she said, Messenger of Allah, naked women, naked men, not going to be men looking at the women, which is a natural thing. As soon as the man sees a naked woman, he's going to look at her. So he says, Ya Aisha, al-amru ahamu min dhalik. Oh Aisha, the natural is greater than that. Subhanallah, if you think about it, your heart will come out of your body. Something that would make the man not to look at the naked woman next to him. Something what is what? Too much. Something that would not make the man to look at the woman who's naked to him. Naked, completely naked. That is something terrorizing. I would not say terrifying. So, some of these kuffar, they will be gathered on his face. يحشر الكافر يوم القيامة على وجهه. Kafir will be gathered in the day of the Rashid on his face. Prophet of Allah, how can he walk on his face? Is neither one, or maybe in the dunya to walk on his feet, capable of making him to walk on his face? Qatada said, yes, by the might of our Lord. Yes, we say as well, by the might of our Lord. ونحشرهم يوم القيامة على وجوههم عميا وبكما وصما مأواهم جهنم كلما خبت زدناهم سعيرا. Some of those are noble. Now the Muslims, believers, when the graves are to be open for them, then he would see the angels meeting him with honoring. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded his angels to prepare for them mounts from the mounts of Jannah. No one knows the beauty of it except for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Prepared it for those who are believers. And compare that with those kuffar who are walking in their faces. So he would maybe never had his chance in this dunya to have a bicycle, never mind to have a car. And the year after, he would have the best of manners Allah prepared for him. Nobody knows how it is. Some of us don't have a donkey to ride. Some of us have just his feet to ride. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about these muttaqeen. يَوْمَ نَحْشُرُ الْمُتَّقِينَ إِلَى الرَّحْمَنِ وَفْدًا. We're going to gather these muttaqeen, the pious, wafd, like delegates. Delegates which are smart, looking smart. As the people interpret the Quran, said, they are on mount. وَنَسُوقُ الْمُجْرِمِينَ إِلَى جَهَنَّمَ وِرْدًا. And we're going to drag those criminals to the hand to Jahannam, to Hellfire. Wirda. So this is like humiliation. This is the humiliation before they've been thrown into the fire. Now, you start with the rakim. And we've been negotiated the rakim, the hisab, he's being punished. When nukish al-hisab, yawm al-qiyamah, faqad udh. You're being questioned, that's itself is a punishment. Because you don't want to be negotiated what you deal with. So Aisha, when she had heard this, the one who's going to be questioned is a part of punishment. She said, Messenger of Allah, isn't it true that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he said, the one I give him his book, in his right, then he will be not given except for little reckoning. So he says, it's not this reckoning, O Aisha. For verily, this is what presentation of the book, but the one who is being negotiated or is being questioned about his deeds, then it's a part of the punishment. So the reckoning will start on the day of resurrection with giving the books, and the books will be flying out. فَأَمَّا مَنْ أُوتِيَ كِتَابَهُ بِيَمِينِهِ. He will be given his book in his right. فَيَقُولُ, he will say, هَا أُمُرَّهُ. Come, read my book. He is happy. إِنِّي ظَنَنْتُ أَنِّي مُلَاقٍ حِسَابٍ. I had agreed. I was sure that I'm going to meet my day for reckoning. فَهُوَ فِي عِيشَةٍ رَاضِيَةٍ. He's in a good living. فِي جَنَّةٍ عَالِيَةٍ. In paradise, which is high. وَقُوفُهَا دَانٍ. The fruits of it are very close. كُلُوا وَاشْرَبُوا هَنِيئًا بِمَا أَسْلَفْتُمْ فِي الْأَيَّامِ. Eat and drink and enjoy regarding the days that you have been doing in dunya. I said compensation for you. وَأَمَّا مَنْ أُوتِيَ كِتَابَهُ بِشِمَالِهِ. But the one who's been given his book in his left, فَيَقُولُ, he will say, يَا لَيْتَنِي لَمْ أُوتَ. He will say, I wish that I had not taken it. وَلَمْ أَدْرِ مَا حِسَابِ. I don't know my account. Know about it. You look at it. يَا لَيْتَهَا كَانَتِ الْقَاضِيَةَ. I wish this is the last thing. This is the dead point. مَا أَغْنَى عَنِّي مَالِيَهْ. My money did not help me. My wealth did not prevail me. هَلَكَ عَنِّي سُلْطَانِي. All these things that is the glamour that I had, all of it did not help me. So there is no money, wealth, there is no position, there's no kings, nothing. Everybody's been lost. And what stays? As-salihat. Al-baqiyatu as-salihat. These are the ones that righteous good deeds. خير عند ربك ثوابا وخير عملا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he says, وَنَضَعُ الْمَوَازِينَ الْقِسْطَ لِيَوْمِ الْقِيَامَةِ فَلَا تُظْلَمُ نَفْسٌ شَيْئًا. We will put the scales of justice. So after the hisab, there will be a mizan, scale. So this mizan, okay, is to basically to establish the reckoning itself. The mizan has a lisan, it's got a tongue, and it will weigh precisely. And the good deeds will turn to weights, the bad deeds will turn to weights. Your scrolls, which were the deeds of you written, will turn to weights, whether it's good or bad. Yourself as well, with your iman inside, will be weighed. We put one pen, the good, one other time in the scale, the bad. He who had his mawazin thaqulat, his scales have been heavy and is heavy with hasanat, and always Allah will talk about the hasanat. And man thaqulat mawazin, when his hasanat done heavier, and his sins done lighter, then he is in paradise. And the ones who has his scale light, and his light of good deeds, that means that bad deeds are heavier, then he's in the hellfire. وَإِن مِّنكُمْ إِلَّا وَارِدُهَا كَانَ عَلَى رَبِّكَ حَتْمًا مَقْضِيًّا. Now, after that scale, the mizan, there will be the bridge. Everybody will pass above this bridge. وَإِن مِّنكُمْ إِلَّا وَارِدُهَا. Everybody will pass above the bridge. The bridge underneath it is the hellfire. So the sirat is on top of hell. And it's muddy. Basically, it is slippery. And it is thinner than the blade. And basically, there is underneath it hooks. Okay, there's hooks that will hook the person, bring him down. So slippery, very thin, muddy. So the believers will pass upon it as the blinking of the eye, or like the lightning, or like the fast wind, or like the bird, or like the running horses. Some of them they will be safe completely. Inshallah will be one of them. Inshallah. Some of them will be scratched. But Allah Azza wa Jal will make him to reach the other side. Some of them they will be pulled very heavily at the top. After the sirat, there will be the little bridge, the qantara. This is the qantara, where the things that you've done wrong between each other, the believers and the believers among themselves, nobody will go into paradise. He has something that he has done against or for, or he's got something against somebody until it will be settled. So when you get to paradise, there will be nothing in your heart, no guilt. After you enter paradise, each person will know. The person, Muhammad is going to be knocking on the gate of paradise, and the gate angel, he will say, I've been commanded only to open for you. The person will enter paradise and he will be knowing his place in paradise just like he knows his house in this dunya. Straight away. Now, describing paradise and the hellfire, okay, it takes a long time, but let me just, talk about a bit of the fire. Those people in the hellfire, they will be having food from the fire, drink from the fire, clothes from the fire, everything from the fire. So the water, food, everything they do is from the fire. As for the people in Jannah, there is the best description, ما لا عين رأت ولا سمعت ولا أذن سمعت ولا خطر على قلب بشر. You never thought of this. Can't even imagine what is paradise. Regardless of what you have seen in this dunya, this is not paradise. Paradise is a dunya. And when you are in Jannah, everything is from Jannah. So your clothes is made from Jannah. Your mattress, your house, everything is from Jannah. Nothing from the dunya. Even that you'll be granted 10 times the dunya, if you are the last person to come out of the hellfire, whatever you'll be granted is made from paradise. It's not made from China. So you think it's 10 times the dunya and I'm going to pay something from China and it's China made. It's from Jannah. Everything's made from Jannah. So they will be in Jannah and they will be having everything. And as I said, when I describe everything in Jannah, that will be taking a long time. But this is basically the belief in the last day. It includes all of that. The last pillar, belief in the what? The qadr, the decree. The good of it and the bad of it. The decree itself needs a lecture. What time is it?
24.
Okay. So you've got 3 minutes. Have that done, they have 10 minutes, is that?
No.
Okay. No one's going to teach The good of it and the bad of it means that if something had happened to you which is bad, you have to believe this is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But whatever is bad for you could be pocket money for somebody else. And that's, this is life. So the criminal, when they do a crime, they're going to be in prison. That's bad for him. But for the police it's good, because if there's no criminal, there will be no police job. That's how it works. Do you understand? So the police, if it has no criminals, he will be sacked. Same thing with the dentist, same thing with the doctor, with everything. There's no patient, there's no doctors. But to believe that everything is in the hands of Allah. Allah has created the evil, just like He's created the good. But when He creates evil, He is not evil when He creates the evil. Listen, Allah is not evil. You are evil when you do evil. There's a difference. When you do evil, you are evil. When Allah creates evil, He's not evil. We don't contribute evil to Allah, but He is the creator of the evil and the good. We don't have, for example, created the bad, created the good, created the evil, created the righteousness, created the light, created the darkness. Some of these people believe in two gods. There's only one God. What shall they say? Now, believing in the qadar is 4 pillars. This is the last thing, inshallah. 4 pillars. First one, the knowledge of Allah. Allah knows everything. This is before the writing. So for Him, everything is open. He sees us like that, open. He sees what is it? He sees us like this, just one go of what's going to happen for Him. Everything can be seen by Allah clearly. Everything, what is going to happen now, from me raising the cup like that, everything is for Him is clear. That's the knowledge of Allah. Then we believe in the kitab, writing. The writing is not all the knowledge of Allah. Not the knowledge of Allah. Great. This is part of the knowledge of Allah. Commanded the pen to write what He wanted the pen to write. And that is everything to taking place from the moment He wrote until the Yawm al-Akhir. There's nothing being written after the Yawm al-Akhir. So what happens after the Yawm al-Akhir? The pen did not write it. This is the knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This pen, this is among the scholars, the right first created thing or not, Allahu A'lam. Some of them they say this is the throne, some of them they say the pen. Hadith says the pen. But as I said, even the difference among the scholars, we know that if it's the pen, first thing, then the second thing will be the throne. If it's not, then the throne first and the pen is second. Wallahu A'lam. I'm inclined to say the pen because of the hadith of the Prophet. And I follow Shiekh and other scholars will say the pen is the first thing to be created. Third stage, and by the way, this writing is writing, for example, which is from a preserved tablet, that does not change. There's a writing which is the writing of the year. Okay? Fadal, make that done. Fadal, make that done. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. So the writing, we said, is that the writing is of stages. We have the writing, which is the first one, which is the took that everything, the local reserved tablet. There's also other writings, like the writing in the room by the angel. You will write all things. رزقه وأجله شقي أم سعيد. His provision, his death time, and whether he's going to be righteous or is going to be an evildoer. And other writings as well. These are all the writings of the day. كل يوم وفي شأن. And every day is a different decree. The third thing after the writing is the Mashi'a. Mashi'a means whatever Allah wills will take place. And whatever Allah does not will to take place, it will not take place. Nobody has the will over the will of Allah. But that doesn't mean that you have control. You have the choice. Whatever you choose is under the will of Allah. And that's the secret of the Qadr. So you've been given the choice, because it's common sense. I have the choice to open the page of paper. Nobody's commanded me to open the page of paper. It's common sense. But at the same time, I did not open this piece of paper regardless of Allah, whether He likes it or not. Allah has given me the power, gave me the will, and gave me the power. So that will and the power, I intended to do it. I put my will into the power, and the power opened the paper. But Allah would take away the power and not be able to open it into the paper. So I opened it with the will of Allah, but it's my choice. And that's the secret of the Qadr, which you will not be able to know. Can't know it because Allah knows everything that you're doing, yet you have your choice. Because I said to you, Allah sees you everything. Lastly is the Khalq. Allah's creator, as we have said, good and bad. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Khaliq al-Khayr wa-Shar. These are the four stages of the game. Knowledge, the writing, the Mashi'a. What do you call it, Mashi'a? Will. A universal will. And the last one is the creation. Allah created the evil and the good. Created the evil for a hikmah, for wisdom. Right. After this, inshallah, we'll stop here and continue next week. If you have any questions that we've heard, and as I said, I do have lectures about Qada wa Qadar, so refer to them because it's a big topic. Now, any questions, please, regarding what we have heard or anything that you want? There's a question here. Quick. This is a question related. That's not related to the topic. If you have any question, then I will answer this question, inshallah.
الباقيات الصالحات is that the dhikr?
الباقيات الصالحات خير عند ربك ثوابا وخير أملا. نعم. What is?
Is it the dhikr? العمل الصالحات الجنة.
Yes.
التسبيح.
Everything for الباقيات الصالحات. All the صالحات. تسبيح ذكر الله is from the الباقيات الصالحات.
When it comes to the messages, do we make a distinction between them? So
No, we don't make a decision between them in terms of our belief that they are prophets. We make a distinction between them who's the best. Of course, Muhammad is the best because the Prophet Allah is needed the best. Ana khayru والذي آمن, the best, the most evident is the son of the man. Like, let me just answer the question. The sister is having regular bleeding coming from her private parts. She knows that bleeding is not regular period blood. Can the bleeding or the bleeding is not heavy as a regular period bleeding? She's making wudu, each prayer. Can her husband approach her and her normal blood is tiny dots, not heavy? Well, basically, the sister, she knows, she should know, and that's part of her religion. She should learn this. There's two types of blood, apart from bleeding, which is somebody cut you. Talking about the blood that comes from the private part of the system. Two types. One which is called haid, the other called istihada. Haid is the menses, the period, which is a blood known to the woman, dark, thick, smelly. And it comes regularly every month at a particular time and stays for a particular time as well. Differs from one woman to another. Some of them 5 days, 6 days, on the 7th, on the 8th, on the 10th, the 12th, the 13th. It's called a regular period. And this could be the continuous blood, like normal, or it could be abnormal, dots, drops, comes and goes, but they are coming within that time. In that time, she's not allowed to fast, she's not allowed to pray. She compensates for her fast, but she does not compensate for the prayer. Another one is called istihada. Istihada means a long period. Blood comes into a time which is not her normal time of period, and it hasn't got the characteristics of the menses blood. And this is what is called irregular, raqba, not called shaitan, so we should call it from strikes of the shaitan, because the shaitan is trying to mess up her ibadah. The woman, she should not be paying attention to this blood. As in, for her ibadah, she prays and she fasts. But her prayer, because she's from the people of Ahl-A'dar, we say to her that she needs to make her wudu within the time of the prayer. So when she wants to pray dhuhr, she cannot make wudu before dhuhr. She has to make wudu after dhuhr. When Asr comes in, she has to make another wudu, even though she did not pass when dhuhr slept. She has to make another wudu. She could make one wudu for two prayers, combine dhuhr and Asr, making dhuhr at the end of its time, and Asr at the beginning of its time with one wudu, for one ghusl. Same thing with Maghrib and Isha. She could delay the Maghrib to the end of the time, bring Isha at the beginning of the time, make one wudu for both prayers. Fajr needs always one wudu by itself. Now, after explaining this, so during the menses, husband cannot intercourse with her. He could do whatever he likes, but intercourse, that means penetration of the vagina. As for this istihada, she's allowed to do with her husband whatever she likes, because istihada is not the blood of menses. So, a person can divorce his wife when she's on istihada, he cannot divorce his wife when she's on haid. The only thing is different, as I said, is the wudu for the prayer. Wallahu ta'ala a'lam. By this, alhamdulillah, come to the end. Yes? The salah now, yeah?
نعم